G'day. Here we are. Thanksgiving Friday. What a big game this is turning out to be now for those circus survivors after yesterday. I mean, clean sweep on the underdogs winning outright. So now we've got 460 odd sweating the Eagles. It's either 510 left if the Eagles win, 49 left if the Bears win. Let's take a look at the game. Good money on this so far. Not quite the, startling difference that I jumped on yesterday with the Cowboys and Chiefs. Loved the Cowboys. All over the Cowboys. Couldn't get enough Cowboys. But I've backed them to win Super Bowl, win the conference, win the division, stuff like that. So actually the Eagles losing today would help Cowboys in that divisional race. However, my one last sole survivor entrant is on the Eagles. So while we definitely need Chicago to cover, I don't really want to have to sweat this one too hard. So looking at 64% of the money's on the Eagles. Again, big volume, so that's a bigger number than what a 64% on, Titans, Jaguars for the weekend would look like. Overwhelming amount on the master chart for the Eagles. Looking like 87% of the money. Diving in to sort of see where the numbers are at. Yeah, they're laying the 7.5 at plus money. They're laying 8.5 at plus money. 7 at a chunk. Buying it down to the 6.5 for most of it, which is 60+% of it is at 6.5. On the flip side, there's some dribs and drabs at the plus 7, a little bit at the 7.5. But this is one of those games where house needs the Bears. Money line wise, it's actually a bit of a chart that is a little scary for someone on a survive with the Eagles. Because if I looked at this, I'm looking at 84% of the money on the Eagles. God, I hate to say this. 82% of the master money is on the Bears money line. This is a chart I'd stay away from. But so were all yesterday's. So I don't know if they're just coming in thinking, you know what, get on the dog. Seeing like round plus 300 or more. A lot of this money was even at the high 270s, 280s, mid 280s. I'm hoping or guessing some of these are arbors. Nothing too scary, but it adds up. Yeah, this one's definitely an arbor. Come in here this way. I'm fairly confident the Eagles can get up here, but as I said, I'm in a dilemma here. Needs the Bears on the spread. Maybe up by 10, late touchdown, win by 3, up by 13, win by 6. They can work as well. Let's see what else we got. I know I missed all the college football games. Just happened to be on a quick 2-day trip. Needed to get some banking and general shit done while I'm here. Arizona State, 60% of the money's on Arizona. 75% of it's Arizona State in the Masters. This is actually interesting. Looking at 69% of the money line on Arizona. 100% of the master money is on Arizona State at the money line. Just see if this stuff's still around or where they got on. And it's at plus teens and lower. So Arizona State's starting to turn into a data play here. Like a little bit more rec money, but that money line money's kind of counteracting it and sort of saying Arizona State to win it. Arizona State to win straight up. Colorado State Air Force well balanced, slightly a little bit more, 53% on Air Force. Money line, 80% of the money's on Air Force. Georgia Tech, looking at 62% of the money, Georgia, 54% of the master money. Money line's a lot there on Georgia, but again, You get that in parlays and different things like that. San Diego State, New Mexico, 54%. San Diego State, 82% New Mexico, but little money on the master chart. Boise State, Utah, little money. Looking at 61% Utah State, 86% of the master money is Utah State. Money line, 68% of the money there on the Recs. A&M and Texas, 54% of the money A&M, 56% of the master money A&M. Money line, 64% A&M, but 84% master money. The money line is on Texas. Indiana, Purdue, 75% Indiana, low volume, 80% master money. Forget about the money line. Nothing standing out on totals here. A couple that are already live. Missed out on jumping in and sort of looking. A data play possibly was like Kansas, Utah under. Nothing really on the side though, just some positions that the house needs. Mississippi State, Iowa. And then the last one is Temple, North Texas. 71% of the money, North Texas. 83% of the master money, North Texas. It's not big volume. And that's kind of it. Do I have enough? Freddie Freeman. Yes, I can do that. All right, mate. I got some time. NFL. Going to the family here. Let's see. First half, nothing jumping out. Let's get down to these player props. There's generally not that much stuff on the team stuff. Get stuck into the player props. See if there's anything else jumping out on the way down. Big template of games this. Okie dokie. Oh, straight off the bat. Caleb Williams passing yards. We have got 61% of the money on the over, 100% of the master money on the under. We're looking at, they went under 209.5. The line moved. They went under 203.5 on the master chart. I'm still seeing 203.5. So if you're seeing any of those numbers around, that's where that money's gone. Caleb Williams, total pass completions under 18.5. This is Rex. The Joes and the pros are both on the under 18.5, under 19.5. The under 18.5 got good money there from the Masters. Here we got Joes versus pros. DJ Moore, total receptions. 67% of the money on the over. So pretty much here, we've got 100% of the rec money on the over, 100% of the master money on the over, on the under. Rec's on the over, master on the under. And they're looking at under 3 there is where they got on around Pick'em. So that is definitely a Joes versus pros there. In general, it is. I mean, with the unders, you're winning until you're not. So you got pros looking more at the unders, Recs looking more at the overs. They just, general thing is they want to see catches, they want to see yards, they want to see all those things. Here we go, another one, great one. Luther Burden, total receptions. All the Joes are on the over, all the pros are on the under. And we've got under, so they even went under 2.5 plus money, under 3, laying a couple of dimes. And here we go again. Saquon Barkley, total receptions. Pros are on under 2.5 plus a quarter, and 100% of the Joes are on the over there. These are really telling, these ones today. Good two-way action on Dallas Goedert receptions, mainly on the over, but it's Recs and pros. Here's a good one. DeAndre Swift. Receiving yards over 11.5, 100% Rex. The pros are on the under 11.5, playing like a nickel. DJ Moore under 35.5, got the pros and the Joes on that. The house is that. Oh, here's another good one. Good volume. 71% of the money is on Colston Loveland on the over, and 73% of the master money is on the under. Let's jump in here. Under 30.5 laying like a nickel. So it looks like they've been laying a nickel both sides on average. 10 cent earned from the house. Bella's got it on the over yards. They're betting everyone's on that. DeAndre Swift under yards at 57.5. There's a few standouts here. With two-way action, DeAndre Swift rushing yards. Jalen Hurts rushing yards. Big money, 90% on the over. 64% of the master money on the over. They're going over 31.5. Heavy, and now it was moved to 35.5, and that's still getting some taps on that. Saquon Barkley over rushing yards. And then we get into the first touchdown scorer. We have a couple of bets here worth taking a look at. Jahan Dotson to be first touchdown scorer at 40-1. Good bet there. And then this has been very well. Cole Met 8.5, 9, 8.5, 9, 9.5 to 1. Getting hit there. A little tickle at Tank Bigsby. Just a few dribbles. Nothing exciting. For the anytime touch scorer. So definitely Cole Komet there. And Jahan Dotson. Worth a tickle if you can find the 40s to win 10, And that's it. So all the best. Game starts in 20 to 25. I'll keep saying it. I need the Bears to cover, but I need the Eagles to win for Survivor. This is where being the book, not really getting to pick and choose what positions you want. You just got to sit back, watch the game, help the live betting fluctuations, help the position of the book. And, I'm not going to say it. I need the Eagles. I just need them to win. By one's fine. As long as they're up by, one's hard. 8. They can be up by 8. They either score a touchdown, miss the conversion, game on. All right. Cheers. All the best. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or anything. Have a good day, and we'll get stuck into it for the weekend. Cheers.